as the New York Jets just scored.
Who? Who scored?
What a game. I believe it was Garrett Wilson who just scored.
Interesting.
Um, Big touchdown for the Jets. I do have Garrett Wilson on one of my teams, so I really needed him to score. But it is about 25 minutes, 30 minutes away from our fifth game of the year. Bears are 2-2, welcoming the Carolina Panthers to Soldier Field. And so, what's it going to be this week? Are we going to look good? Are we going to look bad? Hopefully, the Panthers look bad like they have for quite some time. And this is the trade herd round world game, is what I'm calling it, because of the massive trade the Bears got from the Carolina Panthers. And I mean, what are they, 1-3? We need them to keep losing so we can get that second round pick that ends up being more like a first round pick. So let's get
That'd be
into it.
nice.
But I like the hat today. It's a good looking
Yeah.
hat.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna have to go fast here so we can get all the fans to their games. But starting off, we have Chiefs with a big win over the LA Chargers. Should Harbaugh have kicked the field goal to make it 13-10? Probably. Did he? No, he didn't. Chiefs end up winning that one 17-10. It feels like they're always stealing games that they shouldn't even win. And so they're 4-0, and they have a big one tomorrow night against the Saints. And then the Bears got a big win over the Rams last week, 24-18. We held on at the end. I don't remember many games where we've beat Stafford since he
No.
has
Yeah, that's a good win for us versus Stafford.
last few. Yeah, he's beaten us the last few, whether it was with the Rams or even with the Lions. I remember good old Trubisky had a couple of wins over him, but also a couple of losses. So, but we're gonna get into this week. So the Bears are taking on the Panthers. It'll be a fun one. I don't remember the whole slate of games for noon. I don't know that there's necessarily a bunch of great games, but I'll be
Bills
excited.
Texans is intriguing. Bills
Bills,
Texans,
Texans, Ravens,
Ravens
Bengals
Bengals.
look good. Um, it just popped up in front of me. That's a good job by our intern.
Yep.
But
Yep.
this one a couple weeks ago, I thought we would just destroy the Panthers.
Yeah.
Now there's a little bit of concern. Not so much that like Andy Dalton used to be a Bear and he's on his revenge tour, as people are saying, because he's still got to go against that Bears defense. But just because this is one, it feels like we should win by, I don't know, 14 points, double digits. And it's never that easy for the Bears. We know that. So,
Yeah, I mean, Andy Dalton shouldn't have any anger towards the Bears. I mean, I believe he shouldn't even have been starting Justin Fields' rookie year.
yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, what's he mad about? So, I am a little worried about Carolina. Like you said, they have played better as of late.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy Dalton kind of gave him a jolt, and which honestly, if he's clean, from what I read, he has been very just in this last game, very well protected last game. Like I don't even know
Yeah.
if he was hit last game. So if he does that, well, man, he's probably going to look good. So there's a couple things we'll get to, but this is a game that the Bears. This is a trap game. If you believe me saying that against the Panthers,
Bear trap.
This is a big old Panther bear trap, and this is
The red rifle is out hunting, and he has a bear trap. But Chuba Hubbard looks pretty good. I've got him on one of my fantasy teams. We haven't been so great against the run defense. I believe a Bears reporter said that our run defense is looking leaky this year.
A little bit.
And and then Deontay Johnson has had a surprisingly good year. I kind of forgot he was even a Panther, but he has a couple scores this year. He's been Andy Dalton's go-to target. It's just weird that like Bryce Young's not playing in this game, because that would have been the game. Bryce Young versus Caleb Williams, the guy we traded, or the pick we traded for, and the guy we got, and could have been swapped essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why. Don't you have the feeling like DJ Moore is going to have a good game too, from the revenge factor of him, and them not really seeing a future with him and kind of shipping him off to us, which I'm glad. I mean, gosh, I can't think of a trade. I mean, I almost think of like the Herschel Walker trade when I think of like brilliant trades that worked out for the other way or the right way. Mm-hmm. So, DJ Moore, we got to feed him today. We absolutely need to focus him. Keenan Allen is active, correct? We have everybody active today, right?
Should be. Yeah. And and I think it's time for Montez Sweat to have like a big role in the game. He's had a couple good plays, but I want to see a big role from him in this game. But one other thing, and I almost listed some running backs here as players to watch because the Panthers' entire linebacking core is out of this game.
Really
I
nice.
was blown away by that. Like, how does that
They're
happen? This
already
is only
bad.
the fifth game of the year.
They're already
Fifth game
bad.
of the year. So that's good. That's a good start. So going off that, for the Panthers, when you're on the road, you got to hang around. When you're the underdog, you got to hang around. Looking for that. Looking for Andy Dalton to have a little bit of help. And they got to keep Caleb on the edge because every team that's been able to do that this year has been successful against the Bears. But if he gets comfortable, I really feel like he got comfortable in the second half of that Rams game, and he was efficient. He didn't have to throw for 300 yards. He didn't have to throw for 200 yards, but he did the right things. He hit DJ Moore on that amazing pass on 3rd and 6 that really won us the game. So,
it was. No, you're good. I would say, I would agree. Caleb showed some signs, and that's what we want to see. Obviously, I hope that they don't hang around. As far as the Panthers, there's some. They have a young offensive coordinator, head coach, and I kind of feel like they have some momentum. It kind of stinks that again Bryce Young's not even good enough to play in this game if you think about it. Keep Caleb on the edge. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to confuse him a little bit. That I still think he's young enough to where you can confuse him with some disguise stuff. But, I remember we talked about him possibly like being a little bit more vocal and slide protect and max protect and audible, and I feel like I saw more of that. So that was good.
Yeah.
Running game got going again. I think the running game gets going again today, whether we win or not. I think the running game is not an issue today. Here's the deal. Here's what's going to happen today. They're going to rush 4 and maybe get to Dalton. So I hope at times we're a little bit with a team like the Panthers. I hope we're a little bit risky today. I hope we take some chances today defensively as far as our game plan and our style today. So we got to be opportunistic. I'm not even going to say the word because I can't. Opportunistic. There we go. A little bit with how we attack Andy Dalton, and because again we're going to be at home. Our defense plays great there. Like I said, any extra chances we get for Caleb, I think right now is humongous. So hopefully we can get Dalton to at least like a fumble or a pick. That would be very helpful for us. So,
or maybe even a couple. Yeah, and that's what I'm looking for too. Just pressuring Andy Dalton, getting that running game going again, and then expose those backups that the Panthers are using in this game. Hopefully, Jalen Johnson is just going to blanket Deontay Johnson would be my plan. Though we don't always do that. Tyreek Stevenson's had a pretty solid year too. I know he's got beat on a couple plays here and there. Last week he did actually, but also at the same time there was a hold or a pass interference called on him that really didn't look like he did anything on it. And Brisker had an incredible game last week. He had like 12 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, an interception, and I think a sack. Just insane.
He looks really good. So,
yeah. Let's talk about some props that maybe Matt just made over in the great state of Kansas. Do you think Dalton's going to have over 1.5 touchdowns? Over or under?
I'm gonna say over. I think he gets 2. Yeah, I think 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Wouldn't be too surprising. Are the Panthers going to get 3.5 sacks on us? Over or under 3.5 sacks?
I'm gonna say under that. On us, under that.
I should be doing the research, but we probably give up about 3. We give up 7 to the Texans, right? So we're probably averaging about 3 to 4 sacks a game against. And will the Panthers get over or under 20 points? I guess I could also say they could get 20. You think under? I'm hoping under. Other than the Colts, surprise, surprise. We've held on every team under 20 points, I believe. Yeah. And then Caleb, he's going throw for over 200 or under 200?
Yes, over.
He threw for 363 and he lost to the Colts, but then he's thrown for 90. He's thrown for 150 and we've won games. So my thought is it really doesn't matter how many yards he throws for as long as he's efficient, throws some touchdowns. I'm looking for a DJ Moore touchdown today. His old team, they're going to want to try to give him one.
Got it.
I got to think that.
You got it. He's healthy too.
Yeah, I'm looking for Montez Sweat. Will he get 2 sacks or will he get under 2 sacks?
I don't think he gets 2 sacks, but 1.5. I think we should have the upper hand on the line, at least somewhat, at least some in some spots. So some positions. So yeah, no, I would say under 1.5.
Yeah. All right, next question. It's not on here, but Aaron Rodgers is on the field right now. The Jets have been down by 17 in this game. They're down 6 with 3 minutes to go. They got 2 timeouts. Are they going to come back and beat the Vikings?
Yes.
Is he going to get that touchdown, or is he going to get a touchdown? The Vikings are going to get a field goal and win the game.
Wait, a field goal ties the game, doesn't it?
No, they're down 6 points right now.
Oh.
Vikings just got a field goal. So I mean,
Oh,
as Bears fans, we definitely want Rodgers, ironically enough, to win
we
this
need them to
game.
lose. Yeah.
Darnold hasn't really looked that good in this game.
No, he looks like Darnold, guys. That's why, like, just fade him. Fade Darnold after this, dude. Just fade him slowly.
The amount of drops that the Jets receivers have had today is unreal. It's kind of feels like watching a Bears like Jay Cutler era game where their defense plays pretty well. They have decent receivers, but just a lot of mistakes and drops and no protection. All right, here we go. Prediction time. I'm taking the Bears. I just feel like this is one that we have to take. I said 22-17. I don't know. The numbers are whatever, but I hope we get up in this one and it's easy. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh, Garrett Wilson just got a
Wouldn't
big
that be
pass.
nice?
Just to be way up, like let's say it's 22-3.
Control the game the whole time.
Garbage time. Yeah. Is that possible?
I like your pick. Go ahead, Scotty.
I was saying, is that possible? Is that something you can do? Is that allowed to be way up?
I think our defense is dominant enough that I think our defense could do it. If our defense, I think our defense could be dominant today with the fact that Carolina's good, but Carolina is really nothing yet. So
we haven't really started fast in any of our games. I think we were up 3-0. We scored first against the Titans. I think we got a field goal. Is that right? Sounds right. I'm pretty sure that's right. Like on the first or second drive. Every other game we've been down. I'm pretty sure.
So, I would say as far as prediction, over under is 40. I think 40 or 40.5 on this game. I would say I'm going to go 24-10 Bears. 24-10 Bears.
24 is a good number for the Bears this year. It seems like if they can get to 24, they win.
I mean, dude, if maybe in a couple years, this game we could be we literally beat them by 20, 30 points, but that's not where we're at right now. So 24-10 is what I got. Hopefully, we can get to Andy Dalton because he'll throw the ball up a little bit, and he runs like you and I. So
sounds good. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us on our short edition of Turn Up Bear Down, a true pregame show. A couple hours. He's got the Darrell Taylor jersey on today.
Right. Fresh off the copy machine, baby.
Yeah, you're probably one of
fresh off the sweatshop.
I guess there's a lot of fans with 52 jerseys, if we're being honest.
Dude, he's actually been good. We need to talk about him.
He has been pretty good.
He's been very good.
I was worried that he got injured on that punt, and then he was back. So, all right. Where are you watching the game at home?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Well, that'll be all for this week's edition of Turn Up, Bear Down. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and Instagram because we were broadcasting on both today. That's a first.
Comment, give us your predictions, give us your over-unders, give us what you think the score is going to be. I do like the DJ Moore touchdown. I like his yards too today. A lot.
Yeah. Hopefully. Last week he only had 30 yards or something. It was pretty low. But he had a touchdown, so it is what it is. So all right, we'll see y'all next time.
A lot of revenge games going on. Stephon Diggs, you got DJ Moore, you got Andy Dalton, you got a bunch.
Sam Darnold right now.
Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.